Good. All right. All right. Welcome back to the Manufacturing Alliance podcast. I forgot what this was called.
That's
And
okay.
I honestly, I haven't even been drinking, but I forgot what it was called. And it's been a lot of talking today because we're at a trade show. It's PTXPO Live, and it's been a good show so far. And there's been quite a bit of traffic. It's been exciting, and I'm excited today because I get to talk to Alex Beaumont. We've been trying to do something like this for.
Wow.
It's been like a year, right? Is your microphone on? I think your microphone. Yeah, it's been like a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
No, a year would just be COVID.
Yeah.
We started this conversation before that even. So, so what is Beaumont?
Give you the short answer because we do
Yeah.
too many things, but everything focused on plastic injection molding. But like either we're going to help you consult you on how to do it better, we're going to train you on how to do it better yourselves, or else we'll make it better for you.
Right.
So
And so you do all of that together. You
All
do
of
the
the above.
consulting side. So you come in, look at a company, what they're molding, how they're molding it, give them some feedback.
Yeah, for everything from mold flow, filling simulation to general engineering consulting, or even process troubleshooting, anything like that. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you guys do any of the molding also, or you just
We
refer
do.
people to like partner kind of stuff?
No, we've always done a lot of engineering consulting work with a lot of OEMs, and they kind of pushed us through the years because we had machines for both training and R&D. Like, let's make some money off this machine
Yeah.
here. So they felt that comfort level of keeping the engineering and design in one house. So let's start molding ourselves. So that's been a big growth the past few years. We're up to 28 machines now.
Awesome.
Focusing a lot of medical. So we got a clean room, ISO 13485 certified, and Class 8 clean room for. We do a lot of product startup, development, launch. That's kind of been building a lot for us.
Yeah.
Well, especially with medical, they like the more everything's in under one roof.
Sure.
The better, I think, for them. Just as far as releasing any data or confidentiality stuff.
Yeah. Have you found any customers that find it like a conflict? Like, we can't come to you for consulting because you're doing your own molding, and I don't want you to know our issues. And
Right. No. It's that comes up more and more because we'll train molders, we
Sure.
consult molders, but we're never going to become the multi-million-dollar
It's not what you want to do.
No.
Yeah.
No. We'll do specialty jobs, lower volume, like I mentioned. A lot of the product development launch, but sometimes we will compete with some people. But if they don't like that, then it is what it is.
they don't have to use you.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
can go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
We run into that sometimes where people say, you guys, I can't give you my mold repair work. Then we're competitors, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, but you need to focus on building new molds.
Right.
We don't want to build new molds.
Right.
We're here to do the repair, the stuff that is not as profitable for you. That's
Sure.
not our business.
Right. Makes sense.
So I could see how people might have that, like, you're my competition if you're molding.
Right.
If you're not molding, sure, I'll ask you the best way to do this. But it's
Right.
like, how do you think we know the best way to do it? Because we're doing it.
Right. Yes. It's a fine line there sometimes, but it's working. It's working well.
Good,
Yeah.
good. And how have the last couple years been?
Honestly, we've been flat out. The AIM Institute training specific took a hit, obviously, beginning of COVID because people couldn't travel.
Right.
But that forced a hand on us that we hadn't done in the past, was actually creating the online courses. So now that's, again, turned out very well, and it's just kind of exploded thereafter.
And it's probably one of those things where you thought, I wish we had online courses.
Yes.
And there was no reason to spend the time to do it because you're too busy doing all the other things.
Right.
And then once COVID hits and you can't do the regular classes, you're like, we gotta adapt.
We did, yeah.
How do we do this?
We had to, and we did, and it worked out well for us. Worked
Good.
out well, yeah.
How's the show been? How's PTXPO been for you?
It's been good. It's good to get out. It's a good show. It's the first time even getting big enough to see machines, live demos and stuff.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that at shows in quite a while, so it's good. It's good.
Are you finding a different? Because we see each other at trade shows all the time.
Right.
Are you finding now after COVID that it's a different, not caliber, that's not the right word, but a different demographic of people at trade shows?
I'm curious to see. We're starting to come out and going to different regions of the country. Even.
Sure.
So I'm even curious to see where we go. We'll be in another show in a couple weeks in California.
MD&M West.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then from Florida last week at that executive forum. And
How was that?
It was good. It was back up to the highest attendance I think they've had. They said at least
Awesome.
over 200, so that was good.
Yeah.
I think people were excited to get out there. So it's like, so I think people will start to get more used to as things open up, and people get a little too normal sitting at home, and it's not
Right.
normal.
It's good to be back networking, doing
my
things
gosh.
with people. And what I'm finding, the trade shows that we've been to, whether it was a Marimold, whether it was, this one, is we went to JCK, jewelry show, is that when people come to the booth now, when they come to the trade show, they're actually really looking for something.
Same. I've seen that too. You see less of the people grabbing the little candies and pens off.
Yeah.
It's true.
Less people come up and like, oh, can I have a T-shirt?
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you do?
you can have a T-shirt, but do you want to know what we do at all?
No,
Do you
no.
care? I mean, can we find a way to work together? But now it's like people are here for a reason.
Yep.
And I think here, I know in the Midwest, in Chicagoland, everybody's so busy.
Yes.
All
We're
the
seeing that.
shops are busy, and so they don't have time to send 10 guys to go walk a
Right.
trade show floor.
It's true. I've heard that also. That's true. It's very true.
So if they're going to take the time to come out, they're looking for something
Right.
specific.
They were sent here for a reason.
Yeah.
Come back with a list. Now, we see that too. That's correct. That's true.
So if they're coming over to you guys, they're having a processing issue or something where they need something.
They need a solution.
Yeah. and so they're actively looking for it. Nobody's wondering
Right.
what it is.
Right.
And there were a few people. I'm like, "What are you looking for?" "Oh, we're just walking." I was like, "No, you're not." Nobody's doing that anymore. Nobody's just walking. I would have rather you said we were having lunch at Gibson's and saw this going on, and we figured we'd come
Wandered
see
over.
what was going on.
Oh my goodness.
Did you bring a big team with you?
We have 4 of us.
Okay.
We have 4 of us. I mean, yeah, depend. We have a little bigger booth than usual, just because we make a splash in a bigger show. But
Yeah.
no, it's been good. It's worked out well.
So you went bigger booth. We went the other way.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what we're doing. You question yourself after every show on if you do things.
Well, we did, and we had a couple thoughts. We thought we had the 20 by 20 at a Marimold, and we thought, is it too much?
All right.
Is it overwhelming for people where they see it and they're like, oh, it's too big, I can't afford that?
Makes sense.
And so we thought,
Good.
let's scale it back. We'll get a 10 by 10. We'll try it out. We'll see how it works. We always go too big. Like AMBA conference, we go too big. It's stupid. We just do too much. We try to push too much.
It's all right.
I know. So we scaled it way back, and it worked. It was fine. And I think we had the same kind of response.
Good.
So it was good.
Yeah, absolutely. No. Yeah, literally you walk away from every show going, what could I have done better? What could I have done worse? But it's
Well,
nice
you
getting
should do
out.
that.
Yes, you're
you
right.
should do that.
But
That's
it was never correct.
right. That's part of the process and the planning
Oh,
and
yeah.
and the consulting. That's the consulting side of
There
you.
it is. There it is.
You look at how it went and you go, what could we have done differently? And then
Just
you think
enjoy
about it and you do it over again.
Right.
So you've been happy with the show?
Yep. Thanks.
Time in Chicago. When do you guys head back?
Tomorrow evening.
Nice.
Head back. You have to direct flight to Erie. Very few of that happens, so it's nice.
Good, good. How are things out in the Erie area?
Well, besides the weather, everything's good.
Yeah.
You know, coming to springtime now, but no, companies around there seem to be busy. Everyone's just flat out. You know, tool shops, everybody in the region, so it's good to see also.
Is there any thought of doom and gloom with recession and things shutting down?
I'm not seeing that.
Yeah.
That's what, thankfully, we'll see what happens. But no, everyone's flat out and everyone's busy. Everyone's looking for people. It's good. It feels good.
Yeah.
That feels good, except you can't find good people. That's the other issue.
You can't find good people. That has been a difficult thing to try and find. I kept telling people, hey, it's Pete Kimboris. I kept telling people, if you need a job, you're trying to get into a new career, you should be at this trade show.
All right.
Because every single company here is hiring now.
It's 100% correct. Yes, we were looking. Everybody's looking. And Erie's a small town where we are, so everybody knows everybody. So
Right.
It's even harder to get. You want to steal from your neighbors and stuff, but
You don't want to poach.
no, it's hard. And then you got recruiters preaching on you, calling you every 2 seconds, and trying to get you for another couple $1,000s.
And the recruiting thing is so hard. I've told recruiters, like, listen, I understand you got a job to do, but when you start working with somebody and you call me, even if they're perfect,
Yeah.
you make them unhireable.
Yeah.
Because the amount of money that you want on top of what they're going to make is now past what we've dedicated to that position.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So it makes it a difficult thing to be able to do that.
Yes. Yes. It continues to be a challenge, but we'll see what happens still. That's why you got to take care of your people so they don't disappear. on you.
Absolutely.
Find somebody that's going to fit into your
Absolutely.
values and culture and beliefs, and that's the first step.
So that's big for you guys.
Yep.
Family company.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
How many generations are you guys?
Just second. It's
Just
my
second. Yeah,
father
me too.
started. Okay. There
Yeah.
you go.
How long has the company been in business?
98.
98.
Yeah.
98 years?
No, since 1998.
Since 98. I was like,
No.
holy cow. That was your
My dad's
father?
real
Your dad's
old.
like a million. That's good for you. So since 98. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is he still heavy into the business?
No, he's there a couple days a week. He's enjoying being a grandpa, so
Yeah.
that's where he should be.
Exactly.
So, but no, he's still around. He does some of the training in
Okay.
our training courses. That's what his passion is, education. So it's he does that. He doesn't have to deal with the annoying stuff.
Yes, the day-to-day.
Yes.
The stuff he
fun
gets to give to you.
Yes, the fun
Yes,
stuff. Yes.
it's great. Yeah, my dad is down to 3 days a week.
Nice.
Some days he comes in 5 days, but those other 2 days he just kind of like pokes the bear and pisses people off, and does that intentionally, you know, and until everybody goes, "Aren't you supposed to be gone today?
What? He's here.
Why? It's Monday and Friday. Why are you here?" And then he leaves, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I joke, but I feel totally blessed to work with my family and my dad and be able to see him every day. And like he will always have that passion
Yeah.
for problem solving and figuring things out and growing the business and trying to do that next thing. It's never going to go away.
Right.
I'm sure your dad's the same way.
Same way. Yeah, it's the same thing. He's a passion for this industry and, again, education inside of it. So he's always going to come keeping his hands there. And
Yeah.
around. And we appreciate that.
Yeah, but on the same side, they got to be grandparents.
Exactly.
My son was here yesterday with my dad. They were
Nice.
walking around, and it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool to see.
That is cool.
Lorena from Progressive, she came up to me and she was like, "I got to tell you something." I was like, "What?" She's like, "I saw your dad walking, and he was with somebody, and I looked and I thought, whoa, Tony shaved, and he looks really good. I don't know what he did. He lost a lot of weight." I was like, "Wait, so you're saying I usually look horrible?" And she was like, and then I realized it was your son. I was like, "Oh, thanks.
Thanks a lot.
That's great. Appreciate that."
That's awesome. You have him coming out here.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's just now started expressing an interest in
Very cool.
getting into manufacturing.
Nice.
So he's supposed to be doing a shadow project with Patricia Miller from Matrix.
Cool.
M4 Factory is the new name.
Nice.
And so that's supposed to happen. And he wants to work with his hands. He doesn't want to sit behind a desk. He wants to get involved in stuff.
Nice.
He's a hardworking kid. And, you tell a kid that, like, this is an industry where you're going to be able to make money and you can't find people that do it. And he's like, wait a minute. So I have an opportunity to learn this and I can make money.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. He's like, all right, I think I want to do that.
Oh, that's awesome. Good
How do I do that?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for all that. And I think, it's good to be back.
Yes.
Doing all this stuff. So
Yes, it is.
I know that you're busy. You got a lot of stuff going on. It's been a long day.
I hear you.
And so, we'll keep it short and sweet, and then we'll pick it up in a few weeks.
Yeah, we can.
We'll do a big podcast. We'll do something else.
I like it.
And make it and tell the whole Beaumont story, the whole
Ooh, it's a
long
one. Oh, man.
drawn out Beaumont story, and get into the weeds and dig in a little bit. But
Sounds good.
yeah, we'll wrap up and get out of here for today and
Yeah.
get out. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This is Alex Beaumont from Beaumont. If you need any consulting or processing or
Need some solutions. Give us a call.
the solutions guys. I like that. Solutions guys. From PTXPO Live, this is the last one for today. We may be back tomorrow. We may not. It'll be a surprise. Take care and God